Be afraid, be afraid, please don't be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. Ooh, it's time for reconstruction. Yeah, man. What's up, everybody? Welcome back, everybody, to Reconstruction, where we help each other reconstruct from the deconstructions of life. This is your boy, you know it, T. Yeah, man. So today, I just want to start with one question. For those who are in the midst of a conflict or an argument with someone, maybe that person made you angry, or maybe that person made you upset, or maybe you see yourself, you know what, being jealous of this person, and then your jealousy turned into anger, and then you start, you see yourself hating this person for some reason we don't know, but you only know. Yeah, I have one question. What's wrong with you? Yes. So today we are continuing with repairing relationships, part three, which is being self-check, where you literally look at yourself in the mirror and be like, bro, what's wrong with you? And you know what? You're looking at yourself, which means you're saying, what's wrong with me? Yeah. So we are continuing today with part 3, which is self-check. And today I'm just going to discuss the excuses people say when they say that, you know what, this reconciliation thing is not really getting me anyway. You know what, I'm getting tired right now. There are three common excuses people say. And before I mention those excuses, have you ever seen that, you know what, when I'm in a conflict with you, when I'm in a relation, I'm in an argument with you, and yeah, when I'm in an argument with you, have you ever seen that in most cases, according to me, it's your fault, and according to you, it's my fault. It's both not our fault, and it's both our fault. Because if I say it's your fault, then that means it's not my fault. And if you say it's my fault, that means it's not your fault. So it's both not our fault, and it's both our fault, according to the both of us. Yes. Yeah, I like how Andy Stanley explains all of this. There's something he calls the blame pie. He actually, uses a pie to show basically the blame pie measures how much blame you have. How much blame you have. And you might have a little piece of pie. A little piece of pie. Yeah? This little piece of pie can make the other person to have this biggest pie that you won't even understand. You won't understand why they are on fire. Like, you won't understand. Because you will think that, you know what, I replied peacefully. But you are not considering what you said, even if it's peaceful. I mean, James in the book of James explains how powerful the tongue is. He compares it to a spark of fire. Have you ever seen a spark of fire? When it reaches a bush, it makes the whole bush to burn. And a ship, it is turned by a small rudder. Small rudder. A ship is like this huge, but then it's turned by this small thing. That's how powerful the tongue is. Yes. So you might have a piece of pie, and this person might have the biggest piece of pie, but then you might be the problem, and this person might not be the problem. This little piece of pie might be the lead to this person having a problem. But who's the main problem? This person who has a little piece of pie. So today, as I said, we're talking about 3 excuses people say when they see that, you know what, this reconciliation thing is not really getting me anyway. And the first excuse people say is, I don't care. So this is one common excuse people say. I don't care. I just don't care. Like, it's literally out of my life. I'm out of his life. Let him do his own thing. And I'm doing my own thing. So they say, I don't care. Just, and have you ever seen, we say I don't care to the things we mostly care about. Yes. If we don't care about something, then there is really no point of us saying I don't care, because we are not really thinking of that particular thing. We don't even think of it. Like, we don't care about it automatically. So there's no point of just randomly saying I don't care. But then to this person, my brother, my friend, my best friend, when you see that, what, we are in a conflict, we are in an argument, and you know what, we are now distant, and now I try to reconcile with this person, but I see that, what, this person is being stubborn. I start to say I don't care. What's the danger of I don't care? Let me tell you the danger of I don't care. The danger of I don't care is that it brings you regrets. Why am I saying it brings you regrets? It brings you regrets because there will be some point where you see yourself caring when it's too late, when you see that, what, this person is living a better life and you are living the worst life. And now you start caring because of what he has. And you will start having regrets. And sometimes that person might not even, because he's stubborn, remember, you try to reconcile, but he's stubborn, might not even want to see anything to do with you. Because why? You didn't try to reconcile. You just, started saying, I don't care. And the other danger of I don't care is that, what, you see yourself in a situation where you repeat history. What do I mean when I say that? You're going in this current relationship you're in, you're going to say, I don't care. And then you're going to fill yourself with frustration, with anger, with stress, and then you're going to leave this person and go to another relationship. And this frustration and this anger and this stress is going to go with you in another relationship. And you're going to have an argument with this person, and you're going to say, I don't care again. And then and then it brings you more and more and more regrets, and more pain, more depression, more anxiety, and a whole lot of things. So yeah, fix yourself. And second excuse people say is, I already tried. Yeah, I already tried, guys. Okay, you tried hard to reconcile with this person. This person really wasn't accepting your reconciliation effort. But then you tried, and then you see yourself saying, I don't care, and then you leave this person. And then when you ask you, why did you stop trying? You give us an excuse of saying this person doesn't want. Okay, you tried, but who said stop? Don't stop, because at some point this person will open his eyes. This person's eyes will be open. He will see that, what, me not really accepting this person back in my life, it's not really getting me anywhere. It's not making sense. Like, I need this person. There will be at some point where they will realize that, what, this person was my friend. Yes. So the third excuse is, it's not my fault anyway. People say that, which leads me to today's verse. And this verse, it changed my life. It's what Jesus said to the people who have those kind of excuses, who have that kind of attitude of saying, I don't care. You know what? He says, yeah, you, the person who has an attitude of saying, I don't care. Why do you look at that speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say, permit me to take out the speck out of your own eye, and behold, there is a speck in your own eye? Yep. So that's Matthew 7, verse 3-4, and I'm going to speak about 5. But then let me stick to this one. So what this means really is that, there are people who just think, the other person is the problem, whereas they are the one with the problem. Yes. And in verse 5, Jesus tells us what to do, and he makes us a promise after we do that particular thing. And guess what he calls you? Hypocrite. First, take out the plank out of your own eye, so that you see clearly, in order to take out the speck out of your brother's eye. Which is true, right? You cannot see something in someone when you cannot see. You cannot see something when there is a plank in your own eye. I mean, like, a speck is like this small. A plank is like this small. And it's like this small. Yeah, I'm just comparing it, but then a plank is bigger than the speck, what I can say. So what Jesus says here is, you know what? We should fix ourselves first before we go to the other person. Because we are not going to fix the other person when we haven't even fixed ourselves. It is really impossible. You cannot be a psychologist or a marriage counselor when your marriage is messed up. It's true, right? So yeah. So before you actually, if you're in the midst of a conflict with someone, before you actually go and look at the problem of that person, consider your piece of pie first and take out and you know what, get rid of that piece of pie so that you can go and help that person to get rid of his piece of pie. So yeah, so 3 excuses, guys. I don't care. I already tried. It's not my fault anyway. These excuses really don't take you anywhere. So yeah. So I think I'm done, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope I learned something, guys. Yeah, I learned something, and I hope you learned something. And please like, subscribe, and like, subscribe, and tell your friends so that we can live this life together in the presence of God. And you know what? Try to go the right way together. And thank you guys for watching. And remember, like, subscribe, and tell your friends, comment, and you know what? Let me know of your thoughts and let me see what you think.